Mr. President, if I could say one thing to you, I would urge you to go back and watch the trial and understand the facts before you make a statement.
That's not a small thing to be called that.
No, it's actual.
That's a 17-year-old kid. He's part of a militia coming out of the state of Illinois.
That documentary, The Trial of Kyle, comes out in a few weeks. You can sign up for free access to watch it on Fox Nation. Just go to tuckercarlson.com. So for now, to kind of put a bow on all of this, what we just saw, we want to talk to our friend Judge Jeanine Pirro, the host of Justice with Judge Jeanine. Hey, Judge, what do you think of that?
Well, first of all, it's amazing. It's amazing that you got this interview, Tucker. But I must tell you, I was blown away by the interview. This young man is far more intelligent than people wanted to give him credit for. There are many more dimensions to him than people realize. They saw him as a 17-year-old from a small town with kind of a boyish face, a boyish demeanor. And what they'll hear tonight in this interview, or what we all heard, was a young man who understood the enormity of the ramifications of his trial. It's almost as though he recognized it wasn't even about Kyle Rittenhouse. It was about the right of self-defense. He was smart enough to articulate this. He was smart enough to be able to recognize that what he was going through was really about American law and the Constitution and his right to defend himself. What will shock people is that he was very articulate in his description of supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, and then went to the next step and said, you know, if someone were of color and in the same situation, I would be worried for them. I'm hoping they would have the same resources that I had. This is a young man who was a very empathic young man. All of the things he did in his life were to help people. And the fact that when you said to him, you know, why are you so calm? And he said, I've learned that I can't get upset about things that I can't control. I mean, you have to be like 50 before you figure that out. This kid has a tremendous future in front of him. He is not angry. When you asked him about the president, what he would say, he just came back, not like a normal 18-year-old punk. He came back and he said, I would say, Mr. President, if you could go back and look at the facts, you would realize that what you said wasn't accurate. Everything he said, everything he talked about, the fact that he was able to go through all of this, never get angry, never lose his cool. The fact that when you said to him, you said, don't you want to hold people accountable? He said, well, you know, I'm my lawyers, I'm going to leave that up to them. And then you came back at him, Tucker, and you said, but really, don't you want to hold them accountable? And he said, like I said, you know, I'm relying on my lawyers. You know, it was like the withering cross-examination that he withstood in front of a nation aware of the impact and consequences of that cross-examination. Nothing moved him off the truth. This young man is a truth teller. This young man is far more mature than his years. And even a mother, and, you know, I can't imagine as a mother, but his mom wanted him to hide. He said, no, I have to confront it. I have to face it. Just like he did that night when he put his hands up and he tried to turn himself into the police, and the police told him to get out of the way.
Well, they pepper sprayed him.
They pepper sprayed him.
Which tells you just about everything. They were protecting the car lot, by the way.
Yeah, and he didn't have anything negative to say about the police. He's going through hell. He is literally going through hell. The police are not there. His community is being burnt down, and yet he's willing to help and not say anything about anyone else. God bless this boy.
We're out of time.